Good morning. It's May 4th. Just woke up about 2 hours ago and stayed at Birch campsite in the Smokies. Had a good breakfast. Now I'm walking down. I'm about 10 miles, actually about 9 miles in the Smokies now. It rained. It rained last night with thunder and lightning. I thought people were over my tent with those little headlanders, but it was actually lightning. But as you see, it's a lot of fog in there, I guess clouds. And I'm headed to the next shelter, which is 12 miles. So it's gonna be a good day. Right now I've had to climb a pretty good mountain, but now it's all flat, so I should be good for the next, hopefully, 5 minutes. But still going good, still rocking and rolling, and we'll keep on going, baby. All right, this is the trail I'm on for right now. That is actually pretty smooth, and it's when I usually get to the elevations, you'll hear me breathing hard, or the inclines, which I should be coming up to one just right now. Another obstacle's in the way, but I can just go over that. Yesterday, those snakes, I don't know if they're poisonous. The second one, I don't know. The first one I know was not. But yeah, 2 snakes within a quarter mile of each other. I don't want to see anything else today. Also, one of the people in the campsite last night saw a bear and took a photograph of it. I don't have the photograph, but she's gonna send it to me, so I'll try to paste it on here. So it's pretty interesting. Having a good time still. And here's a little incline, just a baby one. I could do it with this one. But like I said, 10 miles. I'm going about 10 miles now into the Smokies. And the campsite last night was really nice. There was no privy, but they really did a good job on that one. They had bear cables. None of the North Carolina campsites or shelters have bear cables or bear boxes. So you have to do the PCT method, hang it over a tree branch. But as you see, you really can't see nothing out there. It's like the movie Fog. And then that's where it came from. The white blaze, so I know I'm on the right track. And let's just keep on moving. Now that's called an issue. Big tree fell and it's blocking the whole trail. So I guess I'm gonna have to walk up all the way up around it. This is gonna be interesting. Oh, it's blocking everything. Oh, let me figure this one out. That's the toughest one I've had so far. Went all the way up, all the way that way, and then came down this little pass someone actually made this morning. And you can see they were slipping and sliding. But that tree goes all the way down. Interesting. Hopefully there's no more like this. Take a look at this shelter. Made of stone. And it's right off the Appalachian Trail in the Smokies. Let's check out the other side. Good morning. It is May 5th and going to get some water. Just had breakfast and I stayed at one of the shelters here on the Smokies. I'll remember the name in just a second, but I'm going to get this water. But look how beautiful this little path is to go get the water. It's just right down from the shelter too. So I do want to mention yesterday, I'll add it to yesterday's video, that I met a fellow YouTuber. Her name is Deserae Adventures. She hikes with the Dalmatian, but she couldn't bring it into the Smokies because they don't allow dogs in the Smokies unless it's a service dog. But it was pretty cool meeting a fellow YouTuber. She's a cool person. Had a very good conversation, and I've already subscribed to her in the past, so, and she actually subscribed to me, so it's cool. I don't know where this water source is. They just said down the road or down the trail. I guess we'll find out in just a second. So there's a lot of people. See, in the Smokies, you're supposed to stay in the sheltered areas. You can't be moving in a stealth camp. You have to stay at a shelter or a designated campsite. So I stayed at the shelter here, and it was a lot of people. But I was the only one to sleep in the tent. Last night they had bears and boars, but I didn't see any. I didn't hear any. But I stayed in the tent. I prefer tents because there's mice in some of the shelters. This morning they said there wasn't no mice. But it was nice. Oh, it's Russell Shelter. That's what it was. So this is Russell Shelter that I'm staying at, or I stayed at last night. I'll be moving on. I'm going to try to get at least 12 miles in today, and then we'll go from there. But let me get some water. I'll show you what the water looks like. It's not much. So that's going to be my water source for today. And then heading back on out on the trail after I fill up. Okay, this is Russell Shelter. This is the one I stayed at last night. I stayed right there in a tent, and this was completely full last night. There's probably about 10 people in the shelters. Like I said, you have to stay in the shelter, and if it's full, you have to go ahead and pitch a tent. But it's actually pretty nice. It's made out of stone, which is pretty cool. And then this one, even just like the other one, had a fireplace in it to keep you warm in here. And then of course you have a little sunlight up there. It's 2 levels, which is pretty interesting. And then you make your food right there. Now the other one I didn't show you is because there was people in there, and I don't like to videotape people without their consent. But this one's actually pretty nice. It goes all the way. That's where I got my water, was down there. And then there's the back of the fireplace. And so this is all in the Smoky Mountains, and it's actually pretty nice. And it has a little fire pit. That's where I ate my breakfast this morning. And then the Appalachian Trail is where that sign's at. It just goes either left or right from there. But this is Russell Shelter. And it's a pretty nice shelter. And it's about 14, 15 miles in, I believe. I'll have to look at it. But take a look at this little trail right here. It has like a little bridge and a moat on both sides. So this is pretty cool. I haven't seen this. It's interesting. They got logs blocking both sides. Then you got a little access for water to go all the way through. And then cross it and just keep on going. Beautiful day, sun is out. What a beautiful trail. Right now I feel like I'm in Switzerland. It's so beautiful with the mountains in the background. Cherry blossoms, it looks like. But it really reminds me of Switzerland right now. How some places could take you to other places mentally. And of course, a beautiful mountain. Very clear. There should be a shelter up ahead. But is this not beautiful? Fantastic, gorgeous, lovely. Whatever you want to describe it. It is awesome. I really feel like I'm in Switzerland right now. I'm walking up the trail and I see all these stairs going up and up and up and up. So, not too bad. We'll see what's on the other side though. So we got this view, and then now we got
a little later in May, like them bushes right there and stuff, get them pretty
flowers.
Like orange flowers on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I met 3 gentlemen with the horses up here at Jenkins Ridge. They rode them all the way up here from the parking lot, which is quite a haul, but 3 beautiful horses. They're taking a break, and what an awesome sight to see horses up here. And then of course that beautiful view, and then over Lake Fontana. Now I'm on the other side of the mountains in the Smokies, but this is beautiful, purely beautiful. I'm enjoying it. I don't care if you do it for 1 week or you section hike, just to get out here. It takes all the stress, but it's beautiful. Just like those horses. When I walked up on those horses, it was incredible to see the horses all the way up here on top of the Smoky Mountains. But still got 6 more miles to go, so let's get to it. All right, I just came up that. Still got a little ways to go to get to the top of the mountain. What I really want to show you is this right here. I just turned back and look at here. Woo, dog. Tell me if that's not gorgeous. I came somewhere from one of those 3 mountains, and I'm just keep on walking. Woo, beautiful. Finally made it to the top of the mountain. It's called the Rocky Top. It was a good climb straight up. So that's the highest point. So when we walk to the highest point, then I'll show you the views. Fontana Lake back there. And it just keeps on going and going and going and going. But if you look, I'm actually standing on some rocks, the highest point in this area. It looks like that point, there's a little competition over there. But it's awesome. So now it's time to go down. I'll take a little break, a little water break. And that's where we're going, the Appalachian Trail. Whew. Oh, there's something a little higher behind us. Let's see where this trail takes us. So this is it. The top of Rocky Top in the Smokies.